You should do ASMR.
ASMR.
Yeah, I don't like those videos. Those videos are just like.
If it's like food, I could do it like ASMR.
Brandon Blinks, first question. Anyone know when the Starlight tape dropping?
I'm gonna say
This
that.
month. Well, yeah, there weren't lots of guests.
I've been gone for a while. Now these are my new guests.
Hello.
Yeah.
Howdy. Yes.
I don't know if I'm in frame, but I hope so.
Pretty sure you
Should
are.
be.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
All right, fuck it. We're going into it.
Yeah, but it's like. It's fine.
I'm trying to find this funny tweet.
Isaiah, what? I still want to talk about the horse shit because where does that come from? Where does horse come from? Where does that?
Bro.
What made you want to do that? How do you just write one day? Is it just because it sounds weird?
No, it's because I was edgy and I was like.
Oh, you're real. I seen your
I
Instagram.
was.
You're real. You're out there. You're
But
living.
now I'm not edgy anymore.
Why not?
So-
Why are you not edgy no more?
Because that shit sucks and that shit is dumb. So, yeah, now I'm just a fucking regular ass guy.
Why you want to be regular?
Because why be edgy?
Oh, you got me. That's not fair. Because edgy's unique.
No, it's not.
It's really not. It's all a
I
bunch
mean,
of copy
emo
and
rap
pasting.
is played out. And it's not even like that I make rap music, but it's just like, I mean, I feel like a lot of people are depressed at one point, and then it's like, okay, don't be depressed for like 10 years when you don't have to be. It's like, okay, if you're gonna be depressed.
Oh yeah, I agree. That some people definitely do. I'm sad. Suck my dick. Ah, I'm so sad.
It's not like an image though. It's like an aesthetic. When the actual emotional turmoil, where they go through.
I mean, yeah, it can be both, but it's like, move on from shit in your life.
I think like it's also like how they control their inner emotions at the same time. It's just, I don't know. It's just a matter of like how it depends on the person. I mean, it ranges from
That's
very.
true.
That's what I gotta say about that.
What do you consider emo rap? Name some artists.
Emo rap? I don't know. I mean, I stopped listening to it, so it's like.
I don't listen to
But
that
I
shit.
guess,
Tell you
like,
that
the
much.
biggest one, I was like hella into X, and I remember like.
Was X really emo rap though? I think he
For
was just
sure.
really.
Yeah,
Ah,
like all this shit, bro.
like 17 definitely was a little sad.
Yeah, Lil Peep.
I like Star Shopping. That's my only song that I like from Lil Peep. That's a great song.
You ever heard the mixtape, the Hellboy?
No, probably.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
I probably have it.
all of like GDC
Don't chase
and
you.
X and all of the rappers who were just blowing up in that era.
And they're all. I was about to say died off, but I didn't mean it like that. That's awful, huh?
Okay.
That wave is no longer with us.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Why do you think that wave died out?
It was just overplayed.
Besides, you know, them.
Yeah, it was just overplayed, I think, and it's like, it was cool, and everyone wanted to be underground, but when underground becomes mainstream, it's just like, obviously, the base of the community is gonna move away from
Yeah,
it.
it's gonna revolt for it because that's not
Yeah.
what goes with them. But if you ask me, I think depression rap and especially emo rap is mainstream because it seems to me that depression is mainstream now for most people. And I'm not talking about you actually being sad, but depression. If you go on anything, you go on TikTok, you go on Instagram, that's everyone's depressed.
It's not like the actual thing, like this image.
The image.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I think in rap, it's just because, like,
Fuck it, I'm
hella people have, everyone's just like doing a bunch of drugs and then they're just all drugged out and it's like,
And that's not
now
fun.
I'm emo, now I'm depressed because
Because you're doing Percocets, and
Right.
Percocets naturally make you sad. I've never done a Percocet. I've only accidentally drank a Percocet, but then I do it up. Because I played basketball,
Yeah.
and I was hanging out with some loser, and we put like a Percocet in his
He
drink.
drugged you?
No,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
I just took somebody's drink.
Oh, yeah, I get
I was
it.
being
Yeah.
one of those guys.
I see.
And then I drank it, he was like, yeah, there's a perk in there. And I was like, fuck, that's awful. But no, I'm sorry, I got away from that. Have you ever
No, it's all
done
good.
You ever done a Percocet? I bet you're doing Percocet.
I'm sober for the most part, so.
You guys don't experiment with drugs?
Isaiah probably does, not me.
jeez, man.
Oh,
Nah,
my
not really.
You kicked it. I'm
No.
not. I will pick me up either way.
Okay. Nah, I've like, not for real. I mean, I've done like, yeah, I'm mainly sober.
I'm completely sober.
Sober like right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Is that because of probation?
It's definitely because of the probation. I've been sober for a while. I like it. It's interesting.
Are you trying to like stay sober or just also for once in a while? Feel like
Well, because I could drink beer
yeah.
and I can like smoke cigarettes, but like I said, I don't know how to smoke cigarettes. I haven't learned it. Like I was smoking a cigarette the other day because one of my Cuban coworkers had a cigarette, and I was like, I'm gonna try to smoke a cigarette because
Yeah.
why not, right? That's
if that's what's in, I can do that. And I was smoking it, but nothing was happening. Like when I hit a good blunt, that bitch hit back. All right, I'm having a great time. But a cigarette, I was
Yeah,
puffing.
I mean, it's not really like a.
You ever smoked a black?
Yeah.
I barely learned how to smoke a black. Barely.
I hate black. No, Quincy gave me a fucking black once, and
It's like-
it was just like.
There was one over there. I should have picked it up. It's like
It's like a cheap ass cigar.
It's like nicotine.
it's-
It's like nicotine, though, right?
Oh
Or-
yeah,
Okay,
lots
yeah,
of
yeah.
nicotine. Lots of nicotine.
I'm not so educated on drugs, guys. You're a cigarette smoker. Shots.
Yeah.
So going back to what we were speaking on about edgy rap, or no, depression rap, and the drugs. Why do you think those two coincide together so much? Why do you think that genre seems to be attached so much to drugs?
Because if you're in the studio for a week straight doing a bunch of uppers and a bunch of downers, then you're probably not gonna feel like a normal person, and your chemical levels in your brain probably not gonna be super normal. And so it's just like, I feel really bad right now. I'm in the studio, I'll just make a song about it. But really, I don't know. I mean, I'm like moved away from that now, so I can't really speak on it much. But
Why did you move away from it? Is it because they all died?
no, it's just like I'm not really in that phase anymore. It's like you go through phases with music, you know? And it's so.
Fuck, I don't think I've gone through a phase.
Oh. Well, I
listening to
do.
the same shit. What phases have you gone through? What?
I
Tell me your
suck.
first phase. What was like the first? You were like, fuck yeah.
Oh
Hops
yeah.
in.
So no, hops in and like hardcore rap, and that was like when I was in 8th grade, and then I just listened to in like freshman, sophomore year. I had an iPod, and all it had on it was Kanye West's discography, and so that's all I listened to for 2 years. Like literally the only thing.
That's a solid disguiser feed to listen to.
Yeah.
Kanye is really,
Especially
really
for
well.
starting up. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So and I would assume that it was like early albums. It wasn't really the crap that he has now either.
I mean, well, it was like before he released the Gay. And,
Yeah, so you weren't listening to no bullshit. You were listening to decent music.
Yeah.
And then how do you go from phase to phase? What is that? How do those transitions work?
I mean, it's just like, I don't know. It's just natural, you know? It's like, okay, you're listening to this type of music for so long, then you get tired of it and you're trying to find something new. And you've kind of like exhausted that band, so you just go into a different sector. And so I guess when I was listening to like emo rap and shit was when I like found out about SoundCloud and started using that a lot. And so I was listening to that for a while and then listening to like other type of shit, and now I'm kind of just listening to like ambient music and electronic and drone music.
Fuck, I don't do none of that. I've
Same
always
here,
listened
yeah.
to the same shit my whole life. Like I'm the type of person to replay the same shit every day.
What do you listen to, Luis?
Oh, you're about to interview me?
Yeah, for a little bit.
What do I listen to? What was it? I listen to a lot of things. On my way here, I listened to Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke? Oh yeah, no, I'm signed too.
He makes me just want to kill people.
Dior.
He has a deep ass voice. That's what
Yeah.
makes him so unique.
Dior.
And then it went from Frank Ocean. I was listening to Biking,
Oh yeah.
which is one of my favorite songs.
Is that in the car now or like?
Yeah, on the way
Okay,
here.
okay, yeah.
And then I played Many Mint, but the Pop Smoke version. And then after that, I was listening to
Wait, by 50 Cent?
no,
Yeah,
Pop
the
Smoke has
remix
his
of
own
it,
version.
yeah.
It's fucking great. I love it. That's a good song.
Yeah,
It just
it's
makes me just feel great. What do you listen to?
Me, right now I'm just like a bunch of pop artists. It's
Like
like Lady Gaga, Dua Lipa.
I've never listened to Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga?
What
Not
does
even
she-
like the original.
What does she sound like?
It's like very, I don't want to say like trancey, but it's like more futuristic with like some dance hall, not dance hall, but like dance, like pop electronic music. It's just like that. It's like very upbeat, but it's also, you know, the people that say like this is the sexy parts of pop music or something like that.
No.
It's an artist, you never heard about that, bro?
No.
It's like thinking about like Prince, stuff like that. So that type of
I like
image.
Prince.
Yeah, so like, you know how that image he has, right? Like we're just like very confident in himself, stuff like that. How he portrays like all these different
He's
styles.
flamboyant.
Yeah, it's like that. So it's like that part of like pop also. You know?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like even like Lady Gaga, you see like her older videos and stuff like that. She's like more.
Is
she's
that
flamboyant too,
is that
yeah.
a phase, or have you always liked pop music?
No, it's like pop music. Because I mean, at first I grew up with hip hop because my dad, cause he used to have like this big ass collection of CDs. So
Like
he had
who?
like Master P, Too Short.
Oh, so you grew up on some bangers.
Yeah, yeah. Also, plus my brother would also like put me on to G Unit, 50 Cent, The Game.
And now you're listening to pop music. So you went
Yeah.
from fucking. Oh wow! So
I
you
mean,
went
I
from
still
some
do both.
gangster shit
Yeah.
to some fucking Lady Gaga. What is she? I need to listen to her. I don't know what the fuck she
Talk
sounds
about
like.
range. Wow.
That is range, like a motherfucker. I like Mexican music.
I can't get into
I like
Mexican.
corridos, but
Corridos.
not the new shit where they talk about drugs. I like the ones where they're like, I just slaughtered 6 people, tore off their dicks, and now I'm
That's so
smoking
crazy,
weed with
though.
her.
Have you ever listened to like Brazilian favela type music?
I probably have on accident, but no, not now. I have never seeked it out. I only probably have listened to Brazilian music because I follow Brazilian soccer players, and they're always listening to funky shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like when I've listened to Brazilian music, it has a huge African influence. It doesn't. It's not just. It's its own vein, but it has a very, very strong African influence. If you listen to it, we're talking about the same thing. For me, it has a very strong African influence.
I feel like most music does, but
Yeah.
as far as
I'll give you
like
that
just
one,
black
yeah.
people, but yeah, I guess that like I can see how that could be said. I guess I haven't really listened to it to the extent to make that assessment, but
So what kind of things inspire you to make the edgy Instagram account that you have with all the pictures that you have? What makes you want to do that?
everyone has an Instagram. Oh, his hat is back. Fuck yeah.
We're going back and forth.
Yeah, he has. It's a boat behind you. But I don't know. I mean, it was just like me. Everyone just goes on Instagram and portrays themselves, and so that was me at that point. But
Really?
now I'm
I just take pictures and post them. I'm never really like, I don't think about it. I'm not like, oh, these fuckers are gonna see this. I'm always like,
Oh.
this looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm about to post it.
Yeah, I guess I just always like thought about my posts a little bit too much. But
Do you still think that way? Do you still like post a picture of like a certain place where you met somebody so they can see it and be like, oh, he's thinking about me?
no,
It's not like that.
I've never done
That's
Have
what
I
I
see
you?
a little too much, yeah.
No, it's you said.
that. No, it's just like really just like not even kind of like, oh, I'm gonna make this a theme. It's just like, oh, I'm making work right now, so let me post a picture of the finished product type shit.
Yeah, I get that. And what inspires you
What are your friends like? What
with
part?
music?
Music?
With your current music, when you're producing your things, how you go
Current
about it?
music's mostly like just my influences from early on. So like Kid Cudi, Josh Gambino, like kind of like that sort of vlog era rap, but also that concept album almost. Because you know, like they both have like very, I don't want to say like necessarily, I don't know, it's like if you watch a movie but with just sounds, you know, like the way that they talk.
Those are my
shit,
favorite
like that.
types of albums,
Yeah.
actually, when they have a story to tell you, because you take something away from it. The only thing that I don't like about albums like that is I find that they don't have good replay value.
I'm the opposite, yeah.
Unless if I'm going specifically for that emotion and for that story.
Yeah, I think it's just I don't know. It depends on like what artist and like what type of music's in it. Because it's like something super depressing. I can't listen to like every day, man. But if it's something like somewhat upbeat, but still, I don't know how to explain it, bro. But like the worst guys by Childish Gambino, like off of Because of the Internet, that's like it's not necessarily a down song. It's like somewhat is for the lyrics. It's from 2005. You know? Like, you still play it in the back, but it's not something that's gonna be like be depressing, like sad.
Sad music is the fucking worst, but it's the best at the same time. Because you hear it at the wrong time, so you don't know.
Yeah, sure.
But
But
then
then
if
it
you-
depends how you feel.
But then if you listen to it too much, it doesn't do shit to you. You know what I mean? Like Marvin's Room doesn't do
Yeah.
shit to you.
That's how I was gonna play though.
You think so?
That's like 10 years, bro. Yeah. That's a long time.
I don't do shit to you.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'm super into for that one.
Probably just gotta find a new song. That's why. Same type.
I'm trying to think of a song. What song has made you cry?
Try. Have you? You said Ellis Record.
Yeah, I do like Earl Sweatshirt.
Have you heard Solus or not?
Yeah.
It's like that. Yeah, that little 10-minute EP. Like that made me like very sad because I was going through some shit like 3 years ago. Because I used to be like emo. I was like on the same side as Zaya was, but I wasn't like portraying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, emo types. But I wasn't like there's like that certain image that comes with emo, but I never had that. You know, I was just like talking about like how I felt, shit like that. So when I heard that, I don't know. It just resonated a lot because like I guess the thematic elements like what he was talking about. Just
What,
like
what
that.
song has made you cry?
Shit, you know, I was just thinking about this when you guys said we're talking about it, and I forgot.
You wanna hear one song made me cry?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. I think it's by a British artist, Dave. It's by Dave, British artist. Yeah. I was listening to, I think it's Hangman. No, it's on that album. And it's the song where he says, it's just a sad, basically if I'm remembering the bar correctly, he's talking about how the system has broken up his whole family. He's talking about he shed so many tears on the pillow. And then he's just reciting that over and over again, but he's saying like other things in between. And I thought that shit hit my soul. I was like, what the fuck? Oh my god.
No, yeah.
That's
For me,
all of it. Oh shit.
For me, definitely like old, well not old, but like Corbin, Spooky Black, or this guy Carrie, and who else? Fuck, I just forgot. Yeah, mainly like Corbin, Spooky Black, Frank Ocean a little bit.
Oh, Frank Ocean always makes me cry.
So it depends what mood I'm in.
Springfield? Is this, what is, no, it's not called
No,
Springfield.
the Endless album.
The Endless. I can't remember that one.
It's so much emotional to me than
I agree with that one.
More than Blonde?
Yeah,
so
because
just
that
the-
one is like it's its own element. Like Blind, I feel
yeah.
like tried to go to a mass appeal, where that one was just more, he knew that not everyone was going to listen to it.
Yeah.
I think that's why
It's like what you
more.
fucking
I think it's a lot more stripped back too, so that in turn makes it just like a little bit more raw.
Yeah, but it wasn't as mixed master, was it? Because I'm like,
No,
yeah,
it wasn't. I think it was pictures. It was just a video.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
It was like the video album, and then I think people just like chopped it up and made it into songs. But I've actually never watched the whole thing.
I watched it at night.
Aren't they just like constructing the building or something like that?
He's like
The
making
video?
staircases.
He's doing some weird shit. That's all I remember. That's all I remember. How, when you're making your music, what
Yeah.
what elements do you try to grasp at? You talked about wanting and getting your emotions in there, but
Yeah.
what elements do you always try to grasp for?
In a way, I kind of try to put out some of my personality, like different aspects of it. Because like if I'm trying to make something like very upbeat, that's kind of like me. I'll make something like, I don't want to say cheesy, but it's a lot more uplifting than like, I don't know the better word for it, but you know, it just depends on like what exactly I want to go for, how I'm feeling, or what I've listened to that's inspired me in the moment, or like drums, production, when something makes sense.
You produce your own shit, right?
Yeah.
When you're producing it, where do you start? Where does the skeleton start? Because obviously,
I always do the drums first, and like,
So weird.
shut up, bro. That's like the first time, but
why the drums?
I don't know, cause like I feel the melody's important, like it is the chords, but if your drums aren't like hitting as hard either,
The motherfucker's
yeah.
gonna doom.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck up like your
I
melody.
need that
Yeah,
shit.
exactly, yeah. So it just depends, bro. Like, I think it just adds a lot more to the chords and melodies. Like, you also have to get the structure right, the arrangements, how it hits, like what note it hits, like what part. So it's all just a matter of what exactly you're trying to put out.
No, yeah, producing beats is fucking hard.
Yeah, bro.
No, yeah, I remember one time I was like, I could just make a fucking beat. Let me make a fucking beat. So I made a fucking beat, and it was not what I expected. It was much more difficult because it really is like you have to follow a
Yeah.
layout or else it doesn't sound right.
You also go through like a lot of scraps because you just try different things all the time. You make new melody, new drums.
How long did it take you to learn how to produce? Or do you still think that you're still
I'm still at. Then I started like in 7th grade.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
like back in
you
2014, bro. Yeah.
You guys are way older than me.
Bro, I'm just like 18. I'm really 18.
You're still grown.
About
You know,
19 though.
You can molest me, that technically.
Exactly, but I wouldn't do all that. Yeah, wouldn't do all that, bro. That's illegal. Not
Yeah,
to,
well, it is illegal.
not morally right. There you go. Too.
It's definitely not more.
Yeah, exactly. So like, gotta say what you want.
So you've been making music for how long? And not putting it out. Why don't you push it out?
Yo, yes, the people need to know.
Why don't you like push it out? You just be talking about, hey, I made
Yeah.
this is gorgeous,
low key, yeah.
but you never push it out. Ever. Why not?
I think it depends like in timing, but also I don't feel.
I agree with
necessarily-
you on that one.
Yeah.
You can't just put shit out just to put shit out.
Yeah, exactly. But also, I don't know if my music's there yet when it comes to, like how I want it to be. Because I don't know, like other people say like, yeah, it sounds really good and all that.
But they're bullshitting you. They're just saying that
Yeah,
because
that's
you're a friend.
yeah. And I'm like, I don't know about all that. And even like Isaiah talks to me like, why don't drop shit? But I'm just like, I think it just depends like, cause like, bro, honestly, when it
That's the
comes to
pack that you
music-
smoke? My dad likes marbles.
Yeah, I used to fuck with them.
Why do you fuck with those? I'm sorry for
Now
interrupting.
you get nervous. Yeah.
I don't know.
Do they hit harder or
The fucking dark green ones do, yeah.
he's gonna teach us how to smoke a cigarette?
This man pulled up a cigarette in the interview. That's crazy.
How do you suck on it hard or you just
I
puff it?
don't know. I mean,
No, I'm not about to hit it. It's not
It's
professional.
over, bro.
I don't. You just fucking smoke it. I mean,
I've
I've
never-
smoked so many. It's like
Bro, it's
it's just like smoking a.
Nah, it's not like
Yeah,
weed.
it's just like smoking
bro.
a joint.
No,
you
because when you
inhale it?
smoke weed, you get boom, you have a good time.
That's the high though. The cigarettes is different. But the weed you smoke is the same way. For sure, right? You just inhale it.
Yeah.
So
Honestly.
going back to what we were talking
Yeah.
about
Oh, shit,
your
what was that?
timing.
Oh, timing? Yeah.
When do
yeah.
you feel like it's gonna be an appropriate time? If it's not now.
I don't know because I'm not too focused on like trying to be famous and successful right now.
I don't think I don't think
yeah.
putting music out there has anything to do with fame or
Some
notoriety.
people
I
are
think
like that though right now, bro. Like
You think
locally
so?
too. Yeah. Like that's like their main goal.
I feel like sometimes putting out the art itself is more important than actually getting anything.
That's why.
I feel that.
Because sometimes you do just have to put it out into the universe, feel it out, and see what you can change.
Sure. I don't know. I guess when it comes to music, I just want it to be a certain way, but I still haven't gotten there. Like I haven't like executed it well when it comes to just like, cause I'm trying to do everything on my own, honestly. Cause I want it to be like all product, like arrangements, the drums, the chords.
Yeah, I fucking hate
vocals,
working with
mix,
other
mastering.
people.
Yeah, not even that, but like
That's why I don't have a camera guy. I tried that,
yeah.
and it was, I
Yeah,
love
it's
my
just
camera
like-
guy. I love Daniel. I love you, buddy. But fuck, man, it was awful. It was awful. I did not
Yeah.
enjoy that at all. That was
Yeah.
fuck that.
It's such a different element when you like.
Work with other people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's just like,
Fuck
okay,
that.
I can't fucking until Elon
You just want to
Musk-
control him. You just want to grab him by the
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
throat and be like, "Look, bitch, I want you to do this, this, this."
until
and they'll
Elon
do it,
Musk
and it doesn't
makes
look like what you
Neuralink,
want.
It's not gonna work.
No, unless you guys have the same exact vision and the same exact mindset.
That barely ever happens. That's
Or if
the thing.
someone else
That
can do
doesn't
it
fucking
better.
happen.
Yeah.
Come on, it's not gonna happen.
You know, like once in a lifetime.
Fuck
Besides
no.
that, sometimes.
No, I don't think so. I tried it and I didn't like it.
I don't know. See, I don't know. I can't do calculations like that either.
But see,
honestly.
I understand with your music why you wouldn't
Yeah.
want to work with anybody because it is your art, it is your emotions. It's
Yeah.
not their emotions, it's your emotions.
Also, it's like to me, it's also just a thing about proving myself. That's another thing as well. I just trying to make like people know like I've been doing this for so long. And, like
Do you have like a really old song
an old song. I don't have an old song like that with vocals, but I have beats like from like 2014.
and you're barely trying to like rap? Huh? You're barely
Yeah, I'm really like starting to sing and like rap and just
Oh,
like
you're gonna sing?
yeah, bro. I'm trying.
That's cool though. I mean, a lot of people just go and put out hella shitty work, and it's just like, I wish you would have kept this to yourself because
To a certain extent,
Yeah,
there-
to a certain
There's some
extent.
people who are, I see them put out a lot of shit and it's shit. But I understand why they're putting it out there. They went out there with the objective to make this song, so they're gonna put it out. I get that.
yeah.
But where I typically have a problem with it is where there is no progression.
They're like yeah. Especially
I think
years.
it's
If it's
important.
only stagnation, then it's fucking whack.
I think it's
Yeah.
important to have like a lot of projects that you do just because like on whims, like, oh, I'll take 2 days and make this one thing and put it out at the end. But then you also like have to step back from that a little bit. You're like, okay, I have this idea. I'm gonna work on it for 2 days and then take a week off and then like polish it and like actually make something good.
Oh, it just focused really cool. Okay, that was dope.
What was that?
Oh, that was really cool. It just like, oh, you gotta see that one. That one was, that was dope. Oh, what? That was really cool. I had never seen it do that. It went from like, it looked like I did that on purpose. I did do that.
You did do that on
Yeah,
purpose.
you did. Yeah. Of course you did.
When you're singing and stuff, who do you go to be like, hey, do I sound right or do I sound funky? Or is that strictly just
That's
you?
just strictly a me thing.
You don't go to nobody. You're not like, hey,
Bro, I can tell when something sounds
listen to
really
this
bad.
shit.
Yeah, I can tell when something sounds really bad, even from like my part, especially like beats also.
I'm gonna have to listen to some shit.
It just matter like when it comes to singing or just rapping, I also do like old vocal tracks and just like compare like how my voice was from then to now. What's like in confidence or just like key things like that, you know. It's just a matter of if it actually sounds good on beat, but also even in terms of it being on key. So just like I don't know, it's just small things like that, honestly.
And how long does it typically take you to make one song?
It takes me a long time, bro, because for me, I don't freestyle or anything like that. Like, I literally write it out and it takes me forever. Because I, like, really want my words to, like, be impactful in a way. Because, I don't know, I just don't want to say some shit that sounds so dumb and, like, years later, look back and I'm like, damn, that was pretty trash. It's just, like, things like that, you know? So it's just a matter of saying what's right, but also something that's true to me. That's not super, like, forced. You know what I mean? It's, like, it's just a matter of those factors.
So you really do want to, huh? I'm sorry, I be thinking about shit. I don't even ever watch my videos, but I do.
You good, bro, you good.
I like. So you actually care about what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
like
just.
it.
It's not just. You're just not doing it to do it. You're literally. You want it to be a representation of who you are to the
Yeah.
fullest extent, huh?
I kind of want it to be a legacy also. Not like, it doesn't have to be like super huge, but just like people know, you know? Even like locally. I just want people to know like I really care about this shit. Like I've been doing it for so long. I want it to be like, I don't know, I just want it to be a part
Yeah,
of
but
it.
after a while, you got to understand that you can't hold back on it.
Yeah,
Because then we don't get to see the progression. I think that's
Sure.
what I love about artists that I follow from underground.
Yeah,
I get
sure.
to see them get better.
Sure.
Because if you, yeah, everyone likes listening to the finished project.
Yeah.
Product. No, I shouldn't say product. Everyone likes finishing the final product, but it's really cool when you get to see someone involved and
Throughout
become
the
better.
years, yeah,
It's
yeah.
really, I find that to be awesome.
Yeah, like Childish Gambino's discography.
Yeah, like I like going through that. Like if there's a lot of artists who you either see grow up personality wise, or you see their music transform and become better music, and that's really dope. So why are you scared to do that?
I'm not gonna say scared, but I don't know. I just want it to be like something that I don't regret in the future. And I know that's kind of bad of me to think of, but like, what you guys are like telling me when it comes to like just that progression, I feel like doing that around this year, like next year, like really starting up that and just going from there, like throwing like some projects here and there, some songs, and just seeing like how that all represents me in a way, but also how other people, such as the audience.
So what do you? So you strictly want to put out music for the art? You don't like you said you don't want to be famous. You don't want to get none of that shit.
No. Like,
so you're strictly putting out for the art.
Basically, yeah. I don't know. If it comes to fame, like that's not like my main goal. Like never has been. It's just like it'd be a benefit, but it's not something like
you wouldn't be a good famous.
You never know, bro. I could change.
It would be like Frank Ocean.
Yeah, I'll drop some shit like you just did after a while.
Drop some shit, just be like
Frank Ocean.
Oh fuck, there's blood on me.
Frank Ocean be confident though. Depends.
Yeah, he's fucking weird like that, huh?
It's like once in a while.
He's like out there, but he's not out there.
That's part of his like mystique, and I feel like that's what part of what draws people to him is the exclusivity of it. You know,
he drops like a note every year, every once in a while.
Yeah,
that's it.
One tweet.
Yeah, like the Dear April song was really nice. Or Me Estoy Cayendo.
Yeah,
but I heard those like fucking 2 years ago. I remember when I heard the snippets, and they barely came out. I was like, what?
They're probably leaks. That's why.
No, I mean
I hope so.
they're
that's probably,
That's probably why he did drop it, because they did get leaked. I don't know. I don't like waiting on music for that long. It always bothers me.
Yeah,
but I understand it.
Yeah,
you can't rush art, and then when it is rushed, you can tell that it's rushed, and it's really shitty.
Yeah, literally. Lil Pump at you.
You know, Lil Pump really bums me out, and so does Smoke Perp, because I feel like they could have ran some trap shit.
Yeah.
And Trippy.
They could not. Trippy's weird. Trippy's always been weird.
Yeah,
but Lil Pump, they went from like.
I don't know.
Oh, he does have some good music. Lil Pump and Smoke Perp, they went from like being trappers of the century to being fucking weirdos.
Lil Pump's like a little.
No, they're weird. They're fucking weird.
He's like a Spanish artist now, though, bro.
Wow, they're so weird.
He's like a Spanish artist, isn't he? Lil Pump.
Yeah, because that's how he's making money. That's what he has to do. Same thing with Smoke
Oh
Perp.
shit, yo, I definitely did like watch
But their Spanish music is really good.
of some shit where I don't know, Lil Pump. Yeah, it was like a Spanish song. That
But
shit went crazy.
Their Spanish shit is good. As someone who understands Spanish and likes like reggaeton and shit, it's really good. Like I fuck with that. Like that's their lane. But it's sad that they weren't able to make their own lane in current music. That's really, really sad. J. Cole was 100% correct about both of them.
I think because they tried branching out too much.
You don't like J. Cole? Why don't you like J. Cole?
Because he's so preachy, and he's just like,
yeah, he does.
I'm the GOAT. I don't know.
I say the GOAT though. He said that. People say that, right?
People say that.
Yeah,
okay.
Which makes him believe that he's that.
No, it's like his fans and everything. It's just like, bro, okay, we're tired of the fucking J. Cole Kendrick thing. And it's like,
say that about everybody.
Yeah, but it's like, at what point are we gonna stop comparing artists?
Yeah.
It's just different.
That doesn't happen.
I know, but it's just like
for the same reason you compare candy and animals, and you're like, is a grizzly bear gonna be a fucking gorilla? People just do that. That's just how people are. I don't see that ever stopping. And I don't think that it's bad or good. It's just one of those things people do.
I think it should stop though, because like at a certain point, there's all these big artists, and it's like they're just making different shit. It's like you can't really compare a world-class painter to a world-class sculptor. Or
you really can't. You really can't compare. I personally don't think you can compare Kendrick and J. Cole for the pure fact that they talk about different things. A lot of people try to say that J. Cole talks about like real shit, but he does, but not to the extent that Kendrick talks. Kendrick talks about shit going on in his community and what's going on in his life. They come from two different social economics, in my opinion, and J. Cole has talked about that.
Yeah.
They come from two different areas, so they don't really ever mix. They might mix in like regards to like beliefs and shit.
Black Friday shit definitely went crazy.
But
I feel like if you're gonna compare them, talk about Black Friday, and Kendrick definitely went crazy.
But that's like a matter of music though. We talking like
that's
impact
true.
also
That's true.
I think J. Cole has had a bigger impact.
J. Cole? I think
Kendrick won a Pulitzer Prize.
I think J. Cole doesn't.
Maybe
For the
like
same reason you think that he's not as good.
I think J. Cole. But I don't know about a bigger impact than J. Cole though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it all depends on a personal level.
How important it is for music to have an impact? How much of an element do you think that plays?
I'm about to say go first.
Wait, repeat the question.
How important is having an impact with music in regards to music? I'm illiterate, so I'm not good with words.
Same here. I mean, with people.
I'm basically trying to say is how important is making an impact with music?
It's really about what you want to say and what dialogue you want to bring to it. And so I think it's important to have an impact that broadens the dialogue of what music can be. But if you're just like on the same vein and doing the same shit as everyone else, I feel like you shouldn't really, not that like you shouldn't be able to do it or you shouldn't be doing it, but it's like, I just feel like people who are making more experimental music and really trying to like push the limit of what music is, I don't know, I guess I personally think that they should, I don't know, I feel like that's just a weird question.
You talking about the impact?
I think it's really important. It depends on what the music. If you're making ignorant shit, then it doesn't matter. But if you're making something that's supposed to be, like, you know,
But even if it's like ignorant, it still has an impact on like little people. I mean, like little kids and shit like that, you know? Because like they're so easily influenced by social media and like what they listen to. That's like you see like a bunch of dumb shit. But you remember Lil Tay and all those things? It's like a Smoke Perp, Little Pump, Instagram influence.
Oh, those were fun. I miss seeing that. I miss seeing Lil Pump put guns in his mouth.
I mean, yeah, bro, but like, that's a bad impact.
Oh, that was so cool. Yeah. Those pictures look dope.
Bro, yeah, but like when little kids see that shit, they're gonna try to do the same shit. They're just gonna like.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think kids are that fucking stupid.
Nah, bro.
Kids are 10 times more stupid than I think.
You think they'll? I think they won't. Oh, maybe.
But they're easily influenced. That's why.
Yeah, we all are easily.
But yeah, but it's worse for little kids though.
So you're telling me a kid will see Lil Pump put a gun in his mouth and want to do it too?
Out of all,
you know, I'm not gonna lie because it made me want to do it.
You,
oh fuck, you proved me wrong.
Yeah.
Out of all of the gun-related injuries involving prop guns, the people with the prop gun were the ones who were injured.
I don't know. There's like different factors in that too, though. Cause you know, like
community.
Yeah.
I've almost shot myself too a couple times.
Sorry, you almost shot yourself?
Yeah, because I didn't think the gun was loaded. I thought it was a fake gun.
That's what happened to Lil Wayne.
Yeah, you ever seen a high point?
No, actually.
Yeah, it's like a big bulky gun that looks fake. I was fucking around with it. And I was like, this is a fake gun, and I cocked it. I was about to shoot it out my hand.
Bro.
You know, because you know when you shoot a Nerf gun and then it hits there.
Yeah.
Because then they were like, no, it's a real gun. And I was like, oh, it's real. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh, fuck, it's a real gun.
And then he put it in his eye. He's like, are you sure?
No, guns give me so much anxiety. Like, every time I carry one, I'm always scared I'm just dropping and just bop.
Even the sound, yeah.
No, yeah. I'm trying to go to the gun range, though. I'm trying to, like, fucking go with my sister or some shit.
Go shoot things?
Yeah. No, just because it seems fun. And it's like, I feel like my sisters should have guns.
Just like
just as like protection.
Oh yeah, you're talking like.
But
that's why I have a gun, for protection. I think that's why most people should have guns, for protection.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people just have guns for ignorant ass shit. It's like
because the pictures look cool. The pictures definitely look cool.
That's one part of it, yeah.
I think that's fact.
Racism also. I mean, that's another topic. It's like a bunch of reasons for it. Like white people. Yeah. As soon as they see like a black person on the yard or something like that, it's a little sketchy.
Another reason black people should have guns.
Shouldn't?
Should.
No, I think they should. I definitely think they should. I think they should be armed up the ass because no one.
And it's so crazy too, because it's like, okay, if white people just open carry these crazy ass guns, and like everyone thinks it's cool, and then when a black person does it, automatically they're just so threatened. I'm like, wow, like you're just fucking racist. That's it.
How has the black? What are your guys' opinions on the Black Lives Matter movement? What do you?
I support it all the way.
Yeah, I support it all the way as well.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's apparent. If you don't support it, you're literally racist.
I don't like that all lives matter narrative either.
I understand it. I understand where they're coming from because I don't think it came from a malice point of view. I don't think someone was like, I fucking hate black people. All lives matter. I just think some people have adapted it to fit that narrative, but I don't think the initial narrative was fuck black people.
I mean, even if the intention might have been what you said, at the end of the day, it tries to takes away from the Black Lives Matter. No, it's like, okay, we're gonna take Black Lives Matter and then we're going to take the black out of it and we're gonna say all lives matter and we're gonna have white people saying it. So it's literally just removing black people in a space and it's literally saying, no, like you can't have that. You can't have anything. This is only us. And it's like apparent that it's just trying to silence black people even more. It's just like bruh moment for sure.
Thoughts on COVID?
Sucks. Worst thing, unexpected.
How we come back from this? Where are we gonna be next year?
I don't know.
Same spot.
I hope fucking Trump gets it and dies.
Gets him what?
Gets it and dies.
That'd be some shit, huh? Because that destroyed his administration. Imagine if it killed him.
Not just the government. I don't know though. I feel like we'll probably be in the same spot. not too many people are taking it serious as a precaution.
I haven't been taking it serious. You guys are wearing masks. I'm not wearing a mask.
So that's why, like,
I don't give a fuck.
I have
That's
a
how it
mask
is.
though. I have one with me.
yeah, look, hold up, let me pull this shit. Oh shit, my mask. Dog, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
what.
but then you wouldn't be able to hear you.
Yeah, but to be fair,
I promise you, I don't have it. I
I
don't go out.
Yeah,
I stay home.
Isaiah probably doesn't either. I don't think he does. So
Yeah,
it's
bro.
probably
I just
good,
be
yeah.
in my house sewing. All I do.
You know how to sew?
Yeah.
You need to teach me. I want to sew. I'm not very good at it.
So-
I've been learning, and I made a shirt. I made a really beautiful shirt, and I did it. It was gorgeous. I was very happy with the finished product. But then I got dirty, so I cleaned it, and then all the stitching came out, and I was like, "Fuck!" And because I want to make clothing. I want to figure out how to do that. I want to make nice clothing.
I mean, yeah, it's really just like taking
Trial and
your
error?
time. Yeah, I started sewing when I was a fucking junior in high school, and I'm still like not even.
You're not good at it
close
either?
to- I mean, I'm decent at it, but it's like my stitches aren't. I don't know. I just hold myself to a really high
Me
standard.
too. It looks shitty for me. It's been shitty for a minute.
Yeah.
I just keep
that's how you
doing
have
it.
to start. That's with anything. You start shitty, then you slowly get better.
Just practice.
And that's why you need to drop music. That's why you need to put music out so you can start shitty and get better.
I mean, I was shitty before. Like, I'm not gonna say like I'm good at it now, but it's a lot better than where it was back then. Whether it just be beats or vocals, I don't know. It just mattered to me of putting out what I want to, because I don't want to regret it. Like, keep a couple months. Cause I see that shit with a lot of artists, and I'm like, that's what I'm kind of afraid of.
You got.
You can always just delete it. Like with me, with my music.
Nah, I don't
just,
think
like,
so. Because what you're
Yeah.
talking about is more what people think of it. You're
Yeah,
not really
exactly,
talking
yeah.
about it.
That's true.
So you really do care what people think, huh?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, but I think I'm probably just insecure or something like that. Cause like, even though it doesn't matter.
Insecure Andy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like afraid like what's.
How you gonna be a star but you're insecure? That don't work.
Bro, it works.
They don't go well together.
Frank Ocean, bro, he's insecure. He still drops barely. Well, he does.
Tyler,
Tyler.
talk about insecurity.
Yeah, it's possible, but
I see where you guys are coming from, but they use their insecurities and make music with it. Are you gonna do the same thing?
yeah, I mean that's what he gets me doing. Like, I think that's on both of the parts, probably. A little bit of Isaiah, maybe.
What do you
It's
mean?
like when you come to like making a beat or whatever, it's just like song. Then you like think about like certain things about how I don't necessarily want to say your impact, things that have impacted you, but just how you're raised, just like how you see yourself also.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have different approaches to music though, because I treat music as more of like a side thing. So it's like, oh, I'll make some shit, then I'll just put it out because it's not even like my main.
See, I make music when I'm sad.
When you're sad.
Yeah, when I'm sad, I like to make shit because it's just a good way to put it out there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. for
And then
sure.
once I listen to it, I'm like, oh, this is so corny, and then I delete it. And that's how I get the motion out.
because it's also a coping mechanism also for you. Something you get like it's an outlet almost. So
I've never made a banger though, or else that bitch be out there.
you can try to make a banger, Luis.
Nah,
Or
nah.
hop on Free Little Pump type beat. Everybody's saying that.
A free little pump.
Yeah, I mean, telling people to do it. I don't know.
What is that kind of beat?
What you talking about?
Like, what does a little pump beat sound like?
Loud ass 808, simple piano melody. some
Yeah,
loud
like
snares.
one track for an instrument, and the rest is just drums.
It's like the loop too, like the whole song.
Yeah, it's the same shit. It's only about like
Yeah.
it's less than 16 bars.
Yeah, exactly. It's like less than 2 minutes also, or like a minute. Like Smoke
When you're
Show,
making your shit, you're making your music. Do you like making it long or do you keep it short?
I try to keep it maximum probably somewhere from 2 minutes to 3. I think like that's a good enough time range because I don't want to get too repetitive. but
I
also
fucking love long songs though.
long songs. It
Yeah.
depends. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's some great long songs
But
out
yeah,
there.
like a good ass beat, like some, I don't know, like the vocals on it too, like
But it has to
execution,
switch
performance.
up.
I don't know, like Runaway doesn't have too many switches up either.
Yeah, it does.
Not too
Yeah,
much.
it does.
It does. It does,
It has
but
like
It's subtle. It's
Yeah,
not
okay,
crazy.
there you go. Yeah, that's why. That's why.
Same thing with, I don't know if you guys have heard it, The Party After the Party from The Weeknd. I think that's like a 7-minute song.
No, actually, I haven't heard that yet.
Oh, y'all don't fuck with, so y'all are edgy, but y'all don't fuck
No, I
with
like
that?
The Weeknd, bro. Yeah, I like his album After Hours. Yeah.
Is he pop? Would you call him pop?
I call him pop. Yeah, he's like more. I don't know. It's
no.
more R&B pop
The-
mix.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't fuck with The Weeknd.
He's ignorant. He's a piece of shit. If you listen to his music, he's awful.
Oh yeah.
He's a
He's
womanizer.
a bad person. There you go.
I think he's great though, but he's just not
He's a
good people.
musician, Yeah. I mean,
I would hang out with him. He probably have some bitches, some drugs.
I mean, he seems fun, but it seems like probably bad influence.
For sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
awful influence. He talks
Yeah.
about fucking bitches, leaving the
He talks about
bitch.
doing coke and all that.
He does meth? He talked about doing meth?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of his songs are like.
I missed out on that one. I'm not gonna lie. I did not catch that one.
They talk about a bunch of like coke.
I thought it was just pills. I thought it was pills
He has
and
pills and coke.
alcohol and weed. And,
Yeah.
oh, he's a fucking degenerate.
No, for sure.
so excited.
Oh, he's bad. No, every time I listen to his music, I'm always like, damn, this guy. I'm surprised no one's ever come out that he raped somebody.
I don't think he did all that. Yeah, hopefully not.
I mean, if you're in that scene and everyone around you is doing the same drugs as you, eventually you're gonna.
No, but he still has some morals, still though, Luis.
He doesn't have any morals. Have you heard his shit?
He does, but he
On the song Hills, he says, "I'm me when I'm fucked up." That's when he's most like him.
I don't think he's gonna rape anybody though, bro. That's a little too extreme.
Yeah, I fucking hope
That's
not.
like killing somebody also, bro. Like, you're not just gonna go and kill somebody because you're off some drugs. Maybe some people do, but not everybody.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're gonna kill somebody off drugs, you're probably thinking about
I don't think you'd kill-
a bit when you're sober.
I don't think you kill people on drugs. I think you think about it. You always think
You'll
about it.
probably be the shit.
What? You don't think you kill people on drugs?
I don't think like you could take a pill and it'll be like, I'm gonna go kill that guy now.
I'm not a pill, bro.
I feel like if you want to kill somebody, you already have those intentions prior.
yeah,
like
like,
you'd already
so,
want
yeah.
to do that.
Like,
You'd have
it's
already
not just-
justified it in your head.
Yeah. Like, it's not just like automatically take this and turn a regular person into a killer. But like, if someone's already deranged and just keeps on fucking taking drugs, I mean.
Yeah, go on. Do you know what you said about the being in the studio and taking a bunch of downers and uppers? I've never actually thought about that, and the more that I think about it, it makes a lot of sense why those people would be depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the way you were talking about your brain chemicals and shit, that makes a lot of fucking sense.
Yeah, and I mean, like, lean is like.
Lean's the hardest drug ever.
Yeah, it's like.
It's not a fun. It's hard. It takes a lot of work to do it.
Yeah, and so it's like.
Cause you gotta stay up, and then sometimes you stay up and it doesn't even hit. And you're just there like, oh, I just blew like $100, $130 on just this much. Not shit. Not shit. Lean's expensive, and then it's hard to get high off.
Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah, I've never done lean.
It's great. I mean, I would recommend it. It's like a good one-time thing.
It's a one-time thing.
But you like cigarettes, so I don't know if you'd like that because that one just chills you out. Start
I'm
giggling.
a really
Like
big drug person.
that's good. That's really
I
good.
like shrooms. Shrooms are probably like my favorite drug, but it's like I've only taken them like 3 times over the course of like 2 years.
Yeah, I don't think you do shrooms like every other week though. Also,
Yeah.
Every day. It's like more of a. I don't know what you exactly.
I mean, some people like microdose.
Yeah. I don't know. That's more of a spiritual drug though, isn't it? Like LSD also. Shrooms.
Oh no, I only took shrooms to go to the zoo.
It's a zoo.
Shrooms are fun.
They just make you giggly and shit. That's all they did to me. You just giggle. Everyone looks funny. You just have a great time. You can't be mean on them either. You try to be mean, but you can't be mean.
I don't know. People have different. How do you say it? Reactions to drugs.
Yeah, I was definitely mean as fuck when I did acid.
On acid.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't like acid. Acid was too much, too intense. I have anxiety, so it just fucked me up.
Yeah.
And I was texting my friend like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die! Ah, dude, I'm dying! You fucking laced me." And then he did. He was like, "You know, you're gonna be fine." And I was fine. I'm still here, so I didn't die, but I didn't enjoy it. Didn't enjoy it at all.
You had a panic attack though, didn't you?
Oh, I had the worst fucking panic attack. It was awful. And that's what makes acid so much fun, because it's like a real life game.
Yeah.
So you gotta make it to level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. And then you're chilling, you're like, oh, it's finally over. And then boom, fucking colors.
Skyrim. The dragons come out of the sky.
No, like one time I did acid and I thought I was done with it. I thought I was done. I was like, oh, I'm off. I'm great. It's over. Thank God. And my friend asked me if I wanted to go smoke with him. And I was like, yeah, of course. I'm not off acid no more. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then I'm kicking it with him. I shit you not, it went wild. I was in level 10 all of a sudden. It was fucking crazy. I did not have fun.
Did he lace that awesome?
No, we were smoking weed and he didn't know I was off acid. And I felt awful.
The weed was laced.
Yeah, but I was about to say, did he get laced twice?
It was on
already?
PCP.
Yeah. PCP? Nah, K2.
K2?
Yeah, that's what everybody else.
I've seen people smoke K2.
I heard that's kind of bad for you though. Like, not even for like.
No, people smoke it because they're on probation.
People get paranoid off it though. It's like pretty strong.
Yeah, I wouldn't do
Synthetic
K2.
drugs are not good for you. Yeah.
That was a fish.
Yeah, bro. It's been a couple. It's every once in a while.
Yeah, that's what those noises have been, huh?
Yeah.
When are you gonna drop shit?
Oh, me this month. For sure this month.
And that's why we're here.
Yeah. What happened?
That's why we're here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna drop shit this month. I also have I'm not sure if he's gonna use it, but I made a beat for Quincy last week. He said he was gonna use it and I'm good streaming revenue off of it or whatever, but he has this project coming out. Basically, I just produced a song.
I need to talk to Quincy.
Quincy
I've never met him,
Wait,
but I've
so-
always followed him for like, he's been fucking making music for
Yeah.
what? So long. He's been making music since I was in middle school.
You can talk to his group also, or like his friends. Talk to me.
Yeah. Quincy, Felipe, Schizo.
There's a lot of people on my list that I don't even know personally.
I mean, we didn't even know each other. We used to each other like Facebook. Or
I knew him though. I knew him.
You know Isaiah?
I followed him for a while.
I see.
I've seen all the phases.
I've seen all the
Yes.
fake, like all of them. Every time on my timeline, he's the only weird shit that pops up, and I'm always like, "Who the fuck?" I'm always like, "What the?" And it's like, "Wow, he put effort." Then I put a like because we support around here.
Honestly, yeah. That's the way it should be.
And why is Kid Cudi so inspirational to you?
Bro, it's because honestly, Kid Cudi's always been my go-to since I was like 10 years old. Because I remember even when I was like 8, my brother had a Day and Night as a music video or whatever on his laptop. So that's where I kind of got hooked onto him. And from there, 2 years later, I got into the iPod. It literally just had a bunch of Kid Cudi, Kanye West, also Jay-Z. So that's what I was mostly into. But Kid Cudi, the thing about him is that inspires me the most is I just love how, I don't know, I just love how creative he is, but how much he takes risks. Like, he doesn't care like what do people think of him or like how they see him. Just his experimentation with music also, like, he's never been the one to try to be mainstream or just like try to stay relevant. He just makes whatever he wants. I think that's something super inspirational. But even in like the top,
You don't think that the fact that he doesn't care about staying relevant has to do with his own mental health issues? I think that's a
possible, yeah.
big part of the reason why he hasn't been consistent.
yeah, it's probably correlated because I remember he said he was gonna retire in 2009, and that's when he only dropped his first album. He was literally gonna retire after his first, and that was it. But I don't know. I think it is a mixture of just his mental health, but even like now, he doesn't really drop music like that. It's every once in a while.
But he's still a
pretty good.
veteran, huh?
Yeah, he's a veteran. He's a legend. Kid Cudi's a legend. As long as you ask me, he's influenced like so many people. This is the impact he's had on music, like the melodies, the weird ass synths, stuff like that.
Just scroll through Ashby's Twitter and you'll see how.
You'll see a bunch of Kid
Oh
Cudi
my
tunes,
God.
bro. I'm sorry. That's just my favorite artist. I look up to him so much. I don't know. I think the impact he's had, and just like,
I hope I can hear that in your music.
yeah, you definitely will, especially on the beats, for sure. I don't know.
Fucking sense.
Yeah, I use some hard ass synths, Luis, like Graduation, early Travis Scott.
I can't fucking wait. I'm excited. You better drop
Yeah,
shit.
like Owl.
Quit fucking
Yeah,
teasing us.
Bro,
You're worse than a fucking a girl.
yeah, low key, bro, but it'll be worth it, trust me. Like,
I
you
hope
guys-
so.
Yeah, it will. Hopefully it will. Isaiah, hopefully also. I don't know. Hopefully he's enjoyed what he's listening to.
I'll probably never release anything with vocals.
With vocals.
But you always have your clothing, huh?
Yeah, and my
Photography, too?
fucking atmospheric music.
You should do photography though, don't you?
Sometimes. I mean, I mainly do like videos and shit now.
You edit though, right? Yeah, so that's another thing as well.
Yeah.
All right, my thing's gonna die. So I think this is the part where I
Cut
say
it off.
thank you and go check out their shit. He has a weird Instagram, but it's like really, it's like good. It's nice.
And the SoundCloud too. Keep my SoundCloud.
There you go.
And he's gonna drop a bunch of shit. If he doesn't, he's not a good person.
I'm gonna drop shit.
What's the SoundCloud, Ashby?
SoundCloud is a Starlight Rex. Same for Instagram, Facebook.
Okay, before we end off, what do you guys think of the current state of SoundCloud? Where is it at? Is it dead? Is it?
Bandcamp is better.
SoundCloud,
I agree.
Yeah, I agree too with Bandcamp.
100%.
SoundCloud's kind of dying off. It's not too many artists popping off of there anymore.
None.
Yeah, and even like then, like the sound kind of got too repetitive that they were going for.
Everyone was copying X
Yeah.
and Juice WRLD.
Little Peep, the emo trap wave.
Yeah, that's all they do.
It gets kind of boring. Like that music's not too accessible for everybody.
And every once in a while, you get some like really hood person
Yeah.
who just talks about killing people, robbing people, selling drugs. The good shit.
Scammy.
Oh yeah. The beat.
Oh, that was a weird genre. The scam music I thought was fucking weird. I tried
Love it.
listening to it, but I was like, this is weird. Like,
Nah, check it out, Luis. Yeah.
no, like Guap Daddy and who's other little TJ and
TJX6. Yeah.
yeah, I listened to it. I tried it.
Listen to Baby Tron.
Okay.
Baby Tron shot, bro.
I'll give it a try. They're smart, but they're hood.
Yeah.
They're one of me. They're educated hood rats.
They honestly are scamming people to the fullest.
Which is really fucked up. If you
It
think,
is,
I think
yeah.
scamming people is
They
more
made a
fucked up
profit
than
out of
robbing
it,
people,
yeah.
though.
Oh man, I don't know.
Because I feel like robbing somebody with a gun is more morally correct than scamming somebody.
Really?
Honestly,
You think?
yeah.
Wait, robbing someone with a gun is more morally correct?
Yeah, because then they know that they got robbed.
Yeah.
And when you get scammed, you don't know until one day you buy something and you're like, oh fuck, I got no money. That's fucked up. But if I know I got robbed, you know, I think it's better
Yeah,
to know that I
kinda
got
agree
robbed.
with you there, yeah.
That's why I think
It's
it's.
not blindsided.
I'd
That's
rather
why.
scam rich white people.
They rich though.
Exactly.
They're not gonna be poor.
Exactly.
Got a point there.
Damn
That's
it.
why they be scamming though. Detroit artists probably scam white people all the time.
I hope they do. I hope they don't do it to like middle class families. That'd be fucked up. But those are probably the
Yeah.
easiest credit cards to get.
Honestly, I don't know. I never even thought about it like that, low-key.
I got on the black web once.
Black web?
Yeah, it was. I told one of my nerd friends, and I was like, "Yo, get me there."
I can't get on that, bro. There's like too much. I don't know. It's
No, it's not even like there's not even heads or nothing. It's just like a fucking server.
Oh, it's just like isn't
You
it just like,
gotta look in the right places.
Yeah, I don't think I looked at the right places. We looked at a bunch of shit. It was a bunch of like carts.
cards?
Yeah, that's all we saw. That's all I saw.
We talking about like cards, like shopping carts? Like
No, like you know the little THC carts,
Oh yeah.
the ones that kill
I
people.
get you now, yeah.
Those are not good for you. Don't do those.
No, definitely.
If you're watching this, don't do carts. Go smoke a real blunt.
Wise words.
Why is there some movies?
Yeah, because those will get you sick. They'll get you sick, and they're really, really addictive.
But you probably die. Look.
Yeah, because it fucks up your immune system.
Yeah.
And right now, the Rona's around. You don't want to have a weak immune system. That's some bitch shit.
Yeah.
All right, I think we've rambled.
Don't smoke a USB stick.
Why not?
You just said it was bad for
Give
you.
them a reason.
Yeah, give me. You like Puff Bars? Or they don't have enough.
Puff bars? Are you talking about like the candy? Puff bars?
The with the glow stick thing, whatever. You like dump it in the powder.
Yeah.
No, we're on two different wavelengths. All right, thank you guys.